A big and important win tonight for Chelsea Football Club. Goals from Broja and the much improved Mudryk. A brilliant first half from the Ukrainian. It really was. And the control that Chelsea had for such large parts of this game will, I think, make many, many Chelsea supporters, definitely Maurizio Pochettino, very, very happy indeed with, as I say, the overall performance, the comfortability, the way in which they just looked so much more like their old selves tonight. They truly, truly did. Now, there was a few chances for Fulham towards the end. Fulham dominated the ball in the last 30, 35 minutes of the game. Barring the chances, which you never want to happen, that was by design. 2-0 up. We don't need to waste our energy dominating the ball. We'll just stay compact. We'll keep our shape and we'll try and counter. And I think the only element that was probably missing tonight from a Chelsea perspective was getting that third goal, putting that cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake. But with only 2 wins in their previous 16 away games, this is a massive confidence boost for Chelsea Football Club. And what was really interesting for me was, I'm not sure I word this in the right way. For large parts of the game against Brighton, Brighton were the better team. Brighton just weren't finishing their dinner. Chelsea looked still a little bit disorganized. Shoulders were up, heads were down. There was a lack of confidence. Jackson scores the goal, and I saw a new Chelsea. I saw a more vitalized, a more energetic, more confident team. Tonight, they started the game with great confidence. Broja should have put them up within the opening minutes. And I still think someone finding their way back into the team, instead of taking the shot first time on his right foot, bending it from around, from around the right-hand side into that far corner, took too many touches, and he had an awful shot that went over. And watching it as a neutral, I'm sitting there and thinking, is that going to damage him? Is it going to damage Chelsea? And it didn't. A wonderful piece of play by Levi Colwell. Excellent cross with his left peg. Finds Mykhailo Mudryk, whose chest control is sublime. Takes it down, first time shot, didn't think, bang, 1-0. And from that point, Mudryk was great. What he was doing on the outside and the inside, his speed and his energy and close control and skill was causing Fulham all types of problems down that left-hand side. Now, on a football level, I hope there's no major injury to Mudryk because he needs more game time. And you can really see the player they invested in. You can really see the player that Arsenal were chasing. You can really see the man that practically got a standing ovation from the Santiago Bernabeu for his performance in the Champions League a year or so ago. There's a player in there. And as soon as that goal went in the exact same way that I saw Chelsea's towels go up against Brighton, same thing happened again. They pressed well, kept their shape, pounced. And there's some element of fortune to their second goal. It wasn't until I saw the third replay that I realized the clearance hit Broja's leg and went in. But they forced it. That wasn't an unforced error. That was through Chelsea's shape, their press, and that exuberance they had after growing more in confidence. Now, they could have got more goals. They hit the post. Still can't believe Enzo hasn't scored a goal. There are a few times where they should have played the right passes, played the right balls in that first and second half to really put Fulham to the sword. Yes, and there was a headed opportunity for Vinicius, who, by the way, should have seen red. How he was still on the football pitch is beyond me. And they had that one chance. Was it Lukic? Is that his name? I might be getting his name wrong. He came on. I want to say his name was Lukic, but I might be getting that wrong. Yeah, Lukic should have scored, but he didn't. Good save. But I still think if Fulham would have scored that goal, Chelsea would have upped things again. And there is a long road for this Chelsea team. There is still a long way for them to go. There is still a lot of improvement that is needed, a lot of development that is needed. But you can see that confidence starting to grow. And during the summer, I saw really good Chelsea football. In the summer, I saw Chelsea doing something. But as every game in the Premier League moved on, they weren't scoring and they were losing and not winning. You could see their confidence being zapped away from them. And I implore football fans, especially the young ones out there, research the psychology of sport and how mentality is such a key component in every successful team, individual athlete, manager, business person, student, parent. It's key. And I've seen that over the last 2 games for Chelsea, and rivals should be worried. If this Chelsea team gets its towels up, becomes confident, enjoys its football again, they are going to be a threat. There's no doubt about it. They will be a threat. And as I say, a long way to go. There really, really is. One of the other things I want to call out tonight is the fact that there's a lot of Chelsea fans that have complained about the reason we've been struggling is because players have been out of position. I understand the logic. I never thought it was quite that. Occam's razor. Sometimes generally speaking, the most simple explanation is the right answer to a problem. Chelsea in previous games have just not finished their dinner. They haven't put the ball in the back of the net. They've overcommitted, especially towards the latter stages of halves or the game, which has left them exposed. They've conceded goals and they've lost. The reason they weren't conceding so many opportunities towards the end today, even when Fulham were overloading, is because they weren't having to overcommit because they were 2-0 up. Players being out of position, I get. But tonight, your best performance of the season in the league, Colwell was playing at left back. He's not a left back. Cucurella was playing right back. He's not a right back. You had the situation with Conor Gallagher today. The captain thought it was sensational. What helped Conor Gallagher, though, those early goals? Helped the whole team. So you had a number of players out of their natural positions today, and you were still good. I'm not saying it doesn't play a part. And one day when everybody's fit, you'll want everybody in their best positions, and that will make you better. But in so many of these games gone by, if players would have taken their chances, the conversations about why is he at left back, why is he at right back, why is he in the 10 and not in the double pivot, these would have been inconsequential because you dominated the games. You just didn't finish your dinner. I felt the water was being muddied in many ways. And another player that really impressed me tonight for Chelsea, I don't know what he's going to look like when you look at the stats, but I was impressed with Cole Palmer. Is there more to come from him? Of course. Chelsea fans want more than they got tonight? Absolutely. 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 There's a player in there. The same as Mudryk. There's a player in there. We know they've got brilliant talent in Enzo, in Caicedo. 110%, we already know that. So many good, young, talented individuals at this club. And I said it in the summer and I said it again. There's lots of mistakes that have been made by Todd Bowley. There's lots of mistakes that have been made by the board. You'll probably find there's mistakes the manager's made and they'll come out one day. But if this Chelsea team gets confident, if they start to cook, they will be a problem. They absolutely will. Results are key for them in these early stages because they need that confidence to keep building and going forward. Excellent and very, very, very well deserved by them tonight. Super chat here from Dyke says, good win. I already see it's only Fulham rivals. Yeah, listen, let rivals chat. I mean, rivals do the same dead banter to each other. That's why I say it's boring now and it's over. Insert Thierry Henry smirk meme is what African Giant says here. The main issue is that when we play well, players start dropping like flies. We'll lose our next 9 games in a row. I can see it. Poch has to fix this. Yeah, look, I don't know if Broja was injured. He just looked like he was exhausted. Let's see what the issue with Mykhailo Mudryk is, because that would be a massive blow for him to start finding some form. Then to pick up an injury would be an absolute killer blow for him, there's no doubt. But yeah, look, I don't think you're going to lose your next 9 games on the bounce. We looked at your fixtures a few games ago, and it looked a little bit precarious. But the Fulham away, followed by Burnley away, were the games that I felt you had to win before going into what is a very difficult run. But if you've seen the confidence grow from Brighton till today, you then go and beat Burnley. You go into that run of games against the likes of Brentford and Arsenal, Man United, City. I think you play Brighton in that time, maybe Tottenham. If your confidence grows, you've got a chance in those matches, especially if some of those teams get a little bit overconfident against you. So, yeah, I wouldn't be too disheartened. Thank you to for their 21 months as a member. Thank you very much for your super chat tonight. And Kip, I appreciate that. We need a striker to help as Jackson misses too much. Yeah, look, I understand that. And that's why you guys are looking at options out there for January, including Victor Osimhen and Ivan Toney. I understand that completely. I'm not convinced whether Broly is going to also be the finished article or the guy that's good enough to get Chelsea back to where you want to be. But just having another striker fit and available will also help you. I also believe it will take some of the pressure off of Jackson. He comes in, he'll be very aware of the, I wouldn't call it stigma, but he'll be very aware against the kind of the curse of the Chelsea number 9. And sometimes that can make you try too hard, run too hard, play too hard. And over trying, again, only cynical people don't believe it exists. But most cynical people that I've had the experience of training with and working with, the cynical people have always been people that haven't wanted to put. They're quite lazy in general. So they hate the term over trying because it makes them feel even lazier and in some cases even more inadequate. What do you mean? You can't over try. You either try or you don't. You can over try. You can overextend. You can put too much effort in. These things are, in every walk of life. And I kind of feel Jackson and mudryk, some of these guys, it's almost like they're trying too hard, which isn't a bad thing per se. You just got to tone it down a little bit. But I'd much rather have them try too hard than not try at all. And the one thing that you haven't been able to say that exists at this Chelsea team is a lack of work rate. What has happened is when they've conceded 1 or 2 goals in games in the last year, the heads have gone, the confidence has been taken out of them. There's a difference between losing your confidence and feeling like you can't win compared to not trying. George here says the right time to gain some confidence as their next several games after the international break are rather difficult, to say the least. Yeah, you're absolutely right. What a time. What a time to bring, to start getting some confidence. Absolutely. Maybe another player or 2 returning. Very important indeed for Chelsea Football Club. DJ here, one of our members, long-standing members, says Axel Disasi registered more successful passes than any other Chelsea player against Fulham. He was also 100% in his successful aerial battles as well. Yeah, listen, I was impressed with him tonight. And I know he had a bit of a shaky start to his Chelsea career, but he's starting to, again, there's a player in him. You can see the quality, and you've still got so many defenders to come back as well. The likes of Badiashile, who I thought was very good last season for you. You've still got Nkunku to come back to this team. You've got Lavia that hasn't kicked the ball yet. A lot of talent on their way back. A lot of talent on their way back, which is, listen, I've criticized Chelsea in this last few weeks. The form has been relegation level. These things have to be spoken about, discussed, but equally, the idea of sacking the manager, like many were calling out, far too premature to do at this stage. Galadog today was Galadog, immense up the field. I thought, yeah, he played well today. This is the thing, right? Do I think Conor Gallagher's ever going to become a world-class player? No. But if you're going to play for Chelsea, you've got to the way you perform today should be what you get most of the time. It was very good. It was like a 7.5 out of 10. There were still some moments where the final ball wasn't quite right. And you can see that he's never going to be Frank Lampard from midfield. He's never going to be Michael Ballack. He's never going to be at that level, which is what you should be striving to achieve as a Chelsea player. But he did well tonight. He did well. And I think wearing that armband, he represented Chelsea very, very well indeed. Credit where credit is due, even if you don't think he should remain as the captain. Kit sponsor equals wins. I hear you there. I hear you there, my friend. I really do. Battle of mid is all it looked like. That's from an Arsenal fan. Listen, you're right. What's the battle in the mid-table area right now? But there were, once upon a time, you guys were doing that, and look where you are now. Everybody's got to start somewhere. And this is a new Chelsea team with a new manager. on their way up. Yeah, but Terry Gallagher shouldn't be in this team. Yeah, and I don't think he will be long term. And that's why you've got to relax a little bit. Relax a little bit. Take a chill pill. A little bit, maybe. There we go. Right, I'm going to bring Chesney out. I think Harry's coming on, who's a Tottenham fan as well. Winter Surface here. Chesney's just finishing some food, so I'm going to wait for Man to finish first, and then I'll bring him out. Give it a few minutes. Caicedo proving rivals wrong. Caicedo again. Caicedo looked good today. I still think there's so much more to come from him. I don't believe we're seeing anywhere near his ceiling in these performances. But yeah, he was very, very good as well. This clown is waffling. He's been Chelsea's best player this season every effing game because this Terry Neek always goes in on him. He's finding it difficult to give him praise. He was 10 out. Again, this Terry Neek. calling me a geek. All right, King Cantona. You show me your real name and bring your face on camera and let's see what a geek I am compared to you. What I'll say is this. I wouldn't give Gallagher a 10 out of 10 performance today. I wouldn't. Has he been their best player all season? That's debatable. I'll let the Chelsea fans answer that. I've seen him have some good moments. I've definitely seen him drop a number of stinkers this year. So to say that Conor Gallagher has been Chelsea's best player this season, I think is an exaggeration. However, I will say I'll let the Chelsea fans answer that one for me. And by the way, just want to say that Arsenal fan, it's just come back into my mind. You drew with Fulham at home. Chelsea just beat them away. I just come back into my head while I was talking there. King Cantona is a Chelsea fan in disguise. Yeah, he must be. He must be. Terry is bitter. What am I bitter about? What bitterness have I shown towards Chelsea in this 17-minute video so far? That's from MJ, who's, again, MJ and King Cantona hate me, but they watch every single show that I do. So I love you, boys. Thank you very, very much for all you do for me. You make my life good. Terry, I always knew you were a secret Chelsea fan. Yeah, I'll be accused of that soon because I'm praising them today. Winter Surfer, Chesney, and Harry on their way out now to have a chat with me. How you doing, boys? You all well? You all good?
Happy, man.
October goal of the month has started well for us. I love it.
It's true. Ches, like, much better today. Early goals, comfortable. You even got to sit back for 30 minutes and absorb pressure and reserve energy.
Yeah, man, I'm so gassed, man. You know, Terry, you don't see your team win. They can't even win 10 games in a year. And then you win 2 on the bounce against Brighton and Fulham away. I'm gassed. I'm so happy today. Where do I start, man? Where do I start? I just want to say he got the lineup. He got it sort of spot on. Everyone was a bit worried about Gallagher maybe playing deeper and not playing deeper and then ends up playing the 10. But it was actually all right. Enzo was pressing the whole game. He ran the whole game. Even the last minute, he was chasing with Caicedo at the end. We controlled the middle of the park. Caicedo and Enzo played together in the pivot, more or less. And Gallagher was the one pushing up, and they kind of swapped in between the game. And it was just really worked really well. There's a space in midfield, able to distribute the ball out. The wing-backs playing really well. Colwell, great assist for Mudryk's goal. We'll touch on in a minute. And Cucurella at right back has found a new lease of life. It looks like he's found that position he could fight off with Gusto when he comes back. Could be his position for the rest of the season because he's playing quite well there. And yeah, we're just clinical today. Like you said earlier, Terry, the rest of the game we've played well. We don't deserve to be 14th where we was before win this game. We've played well. We just haven't finished for chances. And I've put it down to mismanaging the players' position. But today, they were clinical. We controlled the game. We managed to control tempo game, even when we went in front, we were sitting back. So overall, really positive, man. I don't think Gallagher deserved man of the match. I think Caicedo deserved it, in my opinion. I thought he was really good. He distributed the ball well. And it was just really good to see Mudryk score. I know I touched on it and I touched it again. I was so happy to see him score because he needed that. He needed to finally have a chance, like you said, Terry, earlier, when you don't think about it, you just shoot. And when that happens, you're more likely going to score because you've got the good quality to do it. Just don't overthink it. Just take the shot. And he did it today. Really proud of him. Hope he's not injured. And yeah, I'm just really happy to get 2 wins in the bounce. And hopefully, if we beat Burnley, it puts us in good stead for, I think it's Brentford away from home. So really good performance overall. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, listen, as you say, you go and beat Burnley and win 3 on the bounce. I mean, I don't know if you even did that last year. Did you win 3 games in a row at any point last
The
season?
whole last season, we lost 3 games in a row.
If we win 3 games in a row, I think it might actually be a year to when Potter won his first few games in a row. That's the last time we won 3 games
That's the
in a
last
row.
time. Yeah, after the Wolves draw.
When Potter was around,
So Terry, that's where we're at right now. So just to finish off for Mustafa, guys. It's just what Chelsea fans want to see is consistent performances, including goals. We can play the ball well, we can defend well. Terry, quick stat. I think we've conceded the 3rd least amount of goals in the league so far this season. Our defense isn't the problem.
You've conceded, six goals. So I think only. I'm just trying to look at this. City and Arsenal. You're joint with Arsenal, who have also conceded 6. Like one of the best defenses.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Second best league in defense in the league. That says a lot about our defense. So people moaning at Disasi, who again was brilliant today. People moaning at Sanchez, who again, Sanchez didn't do much wrong. He's going to make misplaced passes every now and again, but he's learning on his trade. He's learning how to play up from the back properly in a top club. So after being out, obviously from Brighton. So I'm just happy to see the win, but I need to see it against Burnley. I need to just be clinical against Burnley. I don't have no excuses. We've got the team. And like everyone said, we've got Lavia to come back, Nkuku to come back, James to come back, Badiashile, Fofana. The list goes on. So I'm not worried about the future of this team. Just right now, we need points. I don't even like the fact we're in 11th right now. That annoys me. We need to keep winning, keep pushing on. We're Chelsea fans. Be happy, be gassed. And Man United are in the mud.
We are right now. I'm not even going to dispute it. Winter Surface here with us. A lot said there by Chesney. Happy to win 2 games on the bounce. And I know rivals might laugh at you guys for that. But at the same time, it's sometimes you just got to ignore what rivals say, ignore the banter. And just, you know what? I'm happy that my team's won 2 on the bounce. It's been ages. And I'm hoping you grow from that. You'll be hoping you grow from that point.
Yeah, I think I'll carry on what Jez says. I think getting the points is vital, not only because it just helps us, but we've got that run after the international break is horrific for us on paper. We need as many points as possible. Listen, it's actually the first time in ages where I was calm during that second half. I was like, there was nothing, even when I think Fulham had that shot right near the end when Sanchez saved it. But I was the first time when I was like, yeah, everything's under control. All I was worried about was the guys picking up knocks, and that was all I was really worried about. Like Caicedo at the end and stuff like that, and Enzo was a bit like hopping off. But very competent, confident performance. Berria did well. That's the type of guy I wanted. I wanted a shithousery goal like that for us to like win 1-0 just to get over with. But I want to just say that Mudryk goal. Sensational the way he took a great ball from Colwell and that chest control to finish first time was excellent. I hope he's not out for a while now as well because he went off injured. So, but yeah, it was a very, very good performance. And people could say, well, you should beat Fulham. But if you ask people before the game, they probably wouldn't have had us to beat Fulham.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Given our form, they would have said like a draw or something. And I even said a draw because our form is so bad. So I take it because we're supposed to win these games because of our past and how big we are and stuff like that. But it's we just need to build the momentum now like that. We need to get the game against Fulham, get the game against Burnley done, get the points done, and then whoever comes back off international.
As much as people talk about you got to have standards, your core of Cech, Terry, Carvalho, Lampard, Drogba isn't going to win you this game.
No.
You winning the Premier League, 7-8 years ago, however long it was, isn't going to win you the game today. The history helps. It helps with the fans. It helps with certain elements. It helps if you've got experience at your club. But at the end of the day, it doesn't help get you over City aren't winning their trophies now because of what the likes of Franny Lee, God rest his soul, and Mike Summerby did all those years ago. Like there's an element of legacy that matters, but there's a new world. It's like I always used to love the stats when you guys first became good back in the mid-noughties. and City first got their money, people would do stats like 4 or 5 years in going, oh, Chelsea, they've won a lot recently, but in the last 20 years, they've only won at this ground like X amount of times. I'm like, but you can't compare Chelsea before Roman to after it. And you can't kind of compare your peak Roman era to what you're going through right now. I don't think there's you're Chelsea by
as well.
in that regard.
Literally, talking about legacies and that, you got to think about it. We have all these injured players. Think about how we played today with Cooker at right back, Gallagher running around. We ain't got a number 9 recognised. I know Broja came in and scored, but no one would say Broja's going to hit 15, 20 goals a season. Can't guarantee that. We are very close with these injuries not being out to being actually a very good team. It's just we've been unlucky with injuries and we can't finish. So if you combine those things together and we can get a bit of run going before they come back, get the James come back, get these pieces come back, there's no reason why to say we can't push for where we should be. I'm not saying we will, but that's the way I see it. Is that we actually play good football. Luton win was a bit different to this one because it was only, I think, the 3rd game in. Now we've actually had a sample size to see how we played. I can actually happily say we actually played good football overall. We just need to make sure we finish with our chances and stop these stupid injuries. Because if we get more injuries, we're not going to finish.
It's all
we get more injuries injured now,
it's about
it's not going to be good.
The parallels between your club and my club this season have been uncanny. The vast majority of games that even we've lost, if we'd have taken chances earlier in matches, the games would have been different. And Liverpool fans have proven this point by stating if they're down to 10 men, but if their first goal, Diaz goal, would have stood, they believe the game would have been different. So that logic has to prevail across all of our teams. And the first goal, if you actually look at the stats for the big teams, scoring the first goal, I swear the percentage is like we go on to win 70 to 80% of those matches over a long period of time. So it's massively important. And we've got a rival here, Spurs fan. Harry's on the show. What are you saying, Harry?
How you doing, bro? You good?
I'm all right, mate.
I'm just laughing.
Hang on, I can barely hear you.
It's got
you got earbuds in. Take those earbuds out. They don't work great. Yeah, take them. Just take them out. They don't work very well on the StreamYard for some reason.
All right.
There we go. That's better. I don't know. Speak for us again.
Hear me now?
Perfect. There we go.
All right, there you go. Honestly, no lie, I'm just here to laugh at you lot. Like, as you know, as a Tottenham fan, you sing about us every game. You're obsessed with us. We all know that. We all know the Willie Ann chant, and you were singing it all game. We know. You're celebrating this win against a mid-table team. Yeah, they might be your second rivals, but we're your first rivals. I'm genuinely just here to laugh at you lot. We're 9 points clear of you. Oh, sorry, 11 points clear of you. I'm just here to laugh at you, genuinely. That's it.
That's good. That's good because like you only just beat Sheffield United 2-1 and you were celebrating like you won the Champions League. So don't come up. It was 2-1.
3-2. Yeah, cool.
It's 2-1. And you know what? Unlike you, we're not going to put every single game on a DVD collection or a commemorative plate like you did
this
for
guy.
entire history.
I hear that. You're not putting any games this season on there, bro.
And also,
you have more silver polish than actually silverware, so it's all good. Do
you know what it is as well? Any fan who's actually won a trophy doesn't celebrate winning the trophy after 7 games. So I don't know what you're laughing at because you haven't actually won anything.
I'm not celebrating a trophy, bro. I'm just celebrating now.
What are you celebrating?
You know what I mean?
That's what I want to know. Like, what are you celebrating?
I'm celebrating the fact that you lot are getting battered most weeks, and now you're getting gassed over 2 wins against.
We don't get that. We can see less goals. We can see what.
If it's battered every week, that's just your history as a football
bro.
club.
Listen, if Burnley weren't there, you'd be relegated. Simple.
If
Luton weren't there, you'd be relegated. You'd be in the relegation zone right now, and that's just true. Let's be honest.
Are you saying if you remove teams from the league and don't replace them with?
No, I'm just saying you lot are lucky that you're not where you could be. And this is what someone was saying the other week. You could be so much worse than you are, and you two are gassed. You're so gassed. And I'm genuinely not here on any hate thing or something like that. I'm just here to laugh. I'm just here to laugh. Honestly, I'm just here to laugh. That's all I'm here for.
No, nobody should laugh. It's the fact of laughing at nothing. I don't even know why you're laughing.
I'm just here to laugh.
If I remove one of my legs, I would have lost 50 pounds overall in weight. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. It's like that.
You know what?
I heard that last weekend, a similar thing.
You know what's so crazy? If Spurs didn't win, they wouldn't have got 3 points. I just got
I hear that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just here to laugh. That's all I'm here for.
I get you laughing at Chelsea. How confident are you that Spurs finish significantly ahead of them this season? And if they don't, after you laughing at them now, how embarrassed would you feel as a Tottenham fan that your club's let a team that you think's relegation candidate finish ahead of you?
Honestly, if Chelsea finish ahead of us, that'll be incredibly embarrassing, of course. But I'm going to promise you, Terry,
It'd just be normal.
I am too confident. I genuinely think we're going to finish second this league this year.
So you're not going to win anything then?
Guys,
No. At least second. At least second.
Why? Okay, you think you'll finish in front of Liverpool and Arsenal? Why, bro?
Yeah,
like, explain that. Explain it.
100%. Honestly, we've got Arsenal at home again. That's another 3 points against them to take them down a little bit. We've shown Liverpool once what you think. They're crying on Twitter. They're crying on their little football announcements, bro. We'll do them again. All right. So we'll do Liverpool. We'll do Arsenal again. We're doing Liverpool on a real comeback sort of thing, just to show them that, do you know what I mean? They always beat us normally. They're just crying about this whole decision making. If they want to replay this game against us, let's replay the Champions League final. That's what everyone's talked about. And you know, Terry, you've seen Twitter. Everyone's talking about it, right? I'm going to be real with you lot. Of course, City are going to win the league again. That's just how it is. We're finishing second. Arsenal below us. I don't know about Newcastle. I don't watch Newcastle, to be honest with you. But I'm going to be real. I've never... The only team I hate more than a little bit less than Arsenal, sorry, are Chelsea. And I know you lot sing about us every game. Even though Fulham are your actual local rivals, you still sing about us every game. Even when you're against Fulham, you don't even have a chant against them, do you?
The fact that this triggered and we're 11th.
I'm not triggered, bro. I'm just spitting facts.
Imagine we were top of the league.
I'm just spitting. Facts, bro.
You turned around and said, "I'm not here on a hate thing," but twice in your speech you said how much you hate Chelsea.
Maybe I am. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
I said to you, sometimes you haven't got to interject and everything they say. Just let people talk, and they end up undoing themselves a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
There's some super chats here I want to go to. First one says Mudryk got his first goal in 234 minutes and didn't even have to beg his teammates for a charity penalty donation. What a Chad. D also says a similar thing here. Says Mudryk did not need a penalty to score. Good game. Yeah, a very good game today. There is something about this Chelsea team. I think if they manage to get a dominant striker like a Drogba Costa, they could cause a lot of trouble, is what George the Gooner says. You know what's funny, Terry? Fulham beat Spurs, you know. They could beat. Oh, no, they didn't. The League Cup, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they did.
You got knocked out by these guys in a cup competition. I forgot. And then you're laughing at Chelsea for beating them, Harry.
I weren't there that one.
Harry?
I weren't there that one.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, you actually went out of a trophy. Forgot about that. Terry, you know you're a big team when rivals take time out of their day to laugh at you winning a game. Also, if you don't have Kane, you'll be relegated too, is what Blaze says here. Spurs laughing at Chelsea is like a peasant laughing at a king.
That's true.
It's not wrong.
Bro said this isn't a hate thing and then hates on us. I like that. Trolling Chelsea during our worst 2-year period is like claiming to be the tallest midget. Triggered over 11th. Chelsea, enjoy your free short bus parade. War a trophy for Spurs is what Dyke says here. We'll do Arsenal again, laughing my ass off, still celebrating your 2-2. I didn't even pick up on that. You didn't win.
Yeah.
Terry, can I just say something quick? Go on. Everyone normally, last couple of seasons, it's been a couple of teams who everyone's hated on. Have you seen? We've started to win games again. We've started to perform. And look at everyone collectively coming together to hate Tottenham.
Do you want to know why?
I didn't come on here to prove a point, but it's almost like I have.
Do you want to know why it happens, though? Do you know why it happens?
You should want it to happen as well.
Firstly, you should want to be hated.
Yeah.
Secondly, the reason it happens is because what you are doing is you've started the season impeccably well.
Yes.
I've heard Tottenham fans in the last few weeks say things like this. Order has been restored. We're better than Arsenal again. We're better than Man United again. We're better than Chelsea. And people will ask a question and go, what order are you talking about? The last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years? In that time, we have all won FA Cups, League Cups, European Cups, and you've won nothing. I think the problem is that there's individual game banner you can give. The problem that Spurs fans have when it comes to giving it to your rivals is that you don't have a trophy or any tangible success to show off with. It's just wins or finishing above somebody in a league in what is typically also an unsuccessful season for you.
Terry,
And even a good season by your modern day standards, we'll consider a shit season. And it's like you banter us for having what we consider to be shit. That's why you guys get hated on. And I don't sometimes think you will realize it. It's not that you've won games. It's that you guys will finish fourth and laugh at us for coming fifth. But I'd hate to just be finishing fourth, but you're happy with it. That's why it happens, Harry. Trust me. My dad's a Spurs fan, and me and my dad have a business partner. He's also a Spurs fan. My dad's a bit like you. They go, way, you come seventh, even though they're sixth, right? Where my dad's business partner is a great guy. He's like, Jeff, what are you fucking talking about? We're shit as well. And that's the difference, I think, Harry. That's why I think it happens, brother. That's why I think it happens.
You know what I like, Terry? I like the term "we're back." I always question where back to where.
And Harry, let me just say it again. Let me caveat that with you guys have been phenomenal this season. Absolutely. I praise you guys loads. I think you deserve the praise. I said after beating Liverpool, you should be celebrating. There's no such thing as over celebrating. Go for it. But I've had Spurs fans in my DMs saying we're back to being bigger and better than United. Like, bruv, it's been our worst decade. In 40 years, and we still have 4 more trophies than you. Until you can beat that,
I hear
don't
that.
chat about my club.
I hear that, and to be honest with you, I'm still celebrating. It's a Monday night, and I'm still celebrating.
Dude, we won the game. What are you celebrating?
I hear you,
baby.
David's here with us. David, how's it going, mate? You all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm pretty good. We actually won a game and scored 2 goals in it, which is a shock.
2 in a week. 2 in a week, Dave.
2 in a month.
Yeah, no. For once, Conor Gallagher actually wasn't the worst player on the field, which I was a bit shocked at. I hope he still doesn't play, but he's going to keep playing. So, what's it? Mudryk, it's a shame he came off injured because I've been saying it for a while now. I feel he's been like probably our best attacking player. And every time he actually gets on the ball, he actually does something. He runs over the defense. He creates 2-on-1s or he drags over defenders. He has that, not in the same way, but like, again, when Hazard used to play on the ball, teams would have to adjust and bring players over towards him to compensate for it. And I'm not saying Mudryk is at that level yet. What I'm saying is it's clear to see that teams are starting to see when he's on the ball, Fulham will bring in 2 or 3
attention
to cover him off. And it's coming to the stage where, once again, we have really good build-up play. Everything looks like all right. We just need to make better decisions in the final third. It's just that simple. Like, we end up in a situation where we're at the byline and we cross it in, but there's no one running at the back post to get a simple tap in. It's that simple.
Yeah, we got the wrong player running and passing it when he should be in the box doing it. Yeah.
We just again, we're not that far away, but we're still quite far. Like, we're far away from where we want to be, but we're not that far away from being like a competent team, which is what we've been lacking for the past 39 games.
Dave, do you know what helped that though? Like the back post runs. You have a consistent team. If you have a consistent 11 who know each other play, that helps, isn't it? Like everyone.
But it's a system thing, and I still think the system needs a bit of tweaking. I think regardless whether it's Mudryk or it's Madueke or it's David Washington, it should be someone's got to be at that back post in case the ball spills through. That should just be a thing that's always a thing, and we just need more. And I think we just need more people in the box. Honestly, that's one thing that always annoys me since that we've for the past 5 or 6 years as a Chelsea fan. I feel like we don't have enough people in the box to actually create enough chances. And again, today was a good game, but to me, Fulham, after watching most of the teams over the past couple of games, I just don't think they're very good, and they concede loads of chances on goals. So it was no shock that we scored goals. Whether we actually improved, after the Burnley game, we've got a really tough run of fixtures, so we'll know whether we improved.
And I think that's why you say celebrate the wins, be happy. You can see the confidence coming. But one of the things I said right at the start is there's a long way to go still, because I think your biggest issue is confidence more than it is. There's more pressure on you than there are other teams with new managers. There's more pressure on Chelsea than you probably only find Liverpool Man United and Arsenal probably have the same, if not slightly more pressure when they play games due to media coverage, fan base size, and everything else. And it's just going to take a little bit of time. If you put in the comments that says speak on Sanchez in goal today, what did you make? Some people are praising him. I thought he made some good saves, although he nearly cost you guys with that passing out from the back. So it was one of the ones where I was like, I've not really mentioned him because he had some great saves, but yeah, a lot of people in the audience are asking for your opinion on Sanchez in goal.
I think he's a lot better than Kepa, personally. That's the first thing. He makes good saves. He's a big presence in the box, and he actually catches corners, which is quite nice.
He just takes risks, doesn't he, Dave? He just takes.
Yeah, he's not the end game goalkeeper, but for what he's been bought in for as a stop.
Hey, he'll be our Ramsdale when we buy something, and then we'll buy someone else. And
but when we buy our number one goalkeeper, we won't be saying they're going to share minutes. They're going to be.
We're going to rest him in the Champions League. We're going to play him in the Champions League and rest the other guy. That's what we're going to do, like that. That's what we're going to do.
I hear you on that. Lamin's here with us as well. What you saying, Lam? Long time no see, brother.
Long time no see, Terry. Long time no see. I just got a question for the Chelsea fans. Yeah, is it safe to come out of hiding now? Like, cause
No.
for the past couple of months and the whole of last year, I'm not gonna lie. I had to block Chelsea. I had to block them on Instagram, on Twitter, on every single platform. I was sick and tired of them. I even blocked some of the players still. Because you know what annoys me, the most about this team, it's the apologies that come out after we've been slapped and spanked by every single team. No heart. I'm like, same old bullshit. Here we go. I don't want to hear it. But I was really pissed off. But 2 wins in a row, okay. It's not gonna make me follow them back though. I need to see more consistency still. Because I'm still very pissed off. Like, it's just I live with Arsenal fans everywhere, innit? And the banter just got too much. Like, I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, nah, man, I need to find another sport still.
Wait, I'm not even going to lie to you. Last season, I've got the football terrace. I'm very lucky, very privileged, very fortunate. I have a very good Chelsea following. Last year, Chelsea Football Club killed my Chelsea following because they just stopped watching football. I've missed it. Like, come on the match reaction, like, wow, I'm not even going to watch the game. Do you know what I mean? It's like, shit.
Well, that's because that's Terry. If you remember, we came on and we were just repeating the same stuff.
It was the same match reaction week in, week out. Some of the shows were like, we'll just do 10 minutes because what's the point?
Pre-record our comments and we'll send it in. Do you know what I mean?
The reason is they only started supporting a couple of years ago when they had the money coming in.
Here we go.
That's what it is.
Where was the fan base before that?
First of all, I don't even know who you are. Why you're here? I don't know who you are. But
I don't know who you are either, brother. But
why are you here?
Harry, you know who David is. Everyone knows who David is on the football terrace. Come on now.
I'm new to this.
In fairness, Dave, what I would say is I actually miss rivals coming onto every other team's match reactions. That's what I love. That, to be fair, it's some more super chats here. This one says Spurs fans simply never learn. A few good results and they get gassed. Just watch their team crumble later in the season, and it all ends in tears.
History of the Tottenham.
Losing is so ingrained in Spurs' DNA that this guy is already celebrating being the first to lose by claiming second.
I've got your whole chat on strings, mate.
I love it, Harry. Gallagher may not be world class, but every world class team needs a player like him. He's like Aspie. Aspilicueta was a class player. Aspie was class in his pump, bruv. I'm sorry. Aspie is one of the best defenders Chelsea have ever had in their history in his pomp. Look, Conor Gallagher's been good this season. But I wouldn't say, like, again, when Lavia's fit and firing, Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo, that was it. That £622 million midfield, exaggerating, that's your midfield, bro. I can never tell if Spurs fans know what a joke they are. They are in it. They are in on it, or are they obvious to it? It needs to be studied further. I'm donating to kick Harry off the panel right now. A little bit old school there. Pav's with us. Pav's another rival, actually, a Man United fan. What are you saying, Pav?
I'm not here to banter Chelsea fans like the guy at the bottom, Harry Potter's doing. I don't know why you coming here with this dead banter about Chelsea, bro, because you're already claiming second. Like, is that an achievement for you guys? I told you weeks ago when he got knocked out by Fulham, you ain't going to do nothing. You can sit here and praise your team, what they're doing now, but we all know at the end what's going to happen to you lot. You're going to fall apart. It's the Spurs way. And you talking about second, you're going to sit there, praise that achievement that you're back in the UCL. And I tell you now, you'll never get back in the UCL final either. So I don't get why you people get gassed. You lot are the bridesmaid. I tell you, if you were a person, I would describe Spurs as a club. You're the sort of person who would hold your missus' hair while she's sucking off another man. That's what you lot are. That's you, man. That is you, man. That is literally you, man. You never learn your lesson. You come on here to ban at Chelsea fans. You lot do it every week. You don't learn your lesson. I don't know why you don't stay humble.
Milton, one sec. Right. One thing I want to say is, when we played Fulham, we lost to them. I was there. The other guys were there. You came in just to laugh at us, no?
I didn't laugh at you. I came in to question your manager. You lot were deflecting at that time. I remember. I didn't come and laugh one bit.
Bro, you came in just to violate us, no?
I didn't violate nobody. I was asking, why did your manager drop all your best players?
Bro, you
in a cup game.
You came in.
You've already thrown away one trophy.
Weekday,
you're left in the FA Cup. Are you gonna throw the FA Cup as well for second place? Are you gonna throw it away for second place? I believe you will.
Rival. I'm here to laugh.
You're not my rivals, bro. You're Tottenham. You're nobody's rivals. What are you on about? You win nothing. How can you be a rival when you win nothing?
I don't think
they're West Ham's rivals, man.
They sing about us.
They're not even West Ham's rivals. West Ham are winning trophies. Who are your rivals?
Bro, they sing about us every
Leighton
day.
Orient. They're your rivals, bro.
Bro, what are you talking about?
You have no rivals. You don't win anything. You win nothing.
Every game.
You win nothing. The only reason your club is relevant is because of expressions. Without expressions, nobody would care about you lot. It's as simple as.
I've been going to games before I knew who expressions were. Then I saw them in games, cool. But what's your point?
I couldn't care if you were going to games before you knew who expression was. I didn't say that. I said the only reason you're relevant is because of that guy.
That's fine. We can talk over each other, or you can let me talk, then I'll let you talk. How about that? Or you're just going to carry on talking?
Now go on, say your piece. I'm only here for a few minutes, but I just had to come here and put you in your place.
Cool. Put me in my place if you want. That's absolutely fine. I completely get that. But what I want to say to you is this. I get why you're here. I understand it. I know you're hurt. Of course, we smashed you up 2-0. Sorry, Terry. But what I want to say is this.
I won't call it a smashing, bro. That's 2-0. It's calm, innit? It's calm.
Bro, yeah, you're still hurt by it, my boy. But
I'm not hurt by it. My club's trailer trash at the minute. We all know that as United fans. We accept it. You lot never accept the position your club is in. No trophy. You've had one trophy in 2008. That is it.
We're laughing at Chelsea and we're laughing at everyone below us.
But why are you laughing? What have you got to laugh at other people? All these other clubs will outspend you. All these other clubs will outwin trophies. They'll have more trophies than you. What are you laughing about?
I'm laughing at the fact that, like you just said, it's about outspending. The Premier League is all about money. We're second. We've not spent what you've spent. We've not spent what.
But you win nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say you don't win anything. We will always outspend you. We'll always have better players than you. We can go out and buy world-class players. When's the last time your club bought a world-class player? Has your club ever bought a world-class player?
Yes.
Can you attract world-class players at your club?
Bro, look, we just got the best cam in the league, bro.
You do nothing.
Wow. You're telling me that? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
We just got the best cam in the league. I said it last week. I'll say it again.
So you're telling me Maddison is world-class?
Huh?
Maddison is world-class. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
What's he won? What's he won in his career other than an FA Cup?
It's about what he's going to win. You're doubting us.
You're not winning anything. You are not winning anything.
Just like everyone else. You're just like everyone else.
You're deluded. You're deluded.
Delusional's not a thing, bro. It's about what's coming. I can see the.
Tell us. Enlighten us. What's coming, bro?
If you consider.
First of all,
Harry,
I told you we're finishing second.
If you consider.
Bro, second is not an achievement. We wanted Ollie out when he finished second. Why are you claiming second like it's an achievement?
I can tell you the future.
If you could see the future,
Well done. If your manager
you
gets
always-
second, he's achieved as much as Ollie did. Well done.
I'm going to jump in for a minute here. I want to say when you say about spending money, Harry, I just want to know
Oh, yeah, the paupers, yeah.
here.
Yeah, the paupers.
Since the summer of 2019, you've spent £676 million. Now, of course, other big clubs in that period have spent. Some have spent more, some have spent slightly less than you. Spurs are rich. You do know from the inauguration of the Premier League until Fergie retired in 2013, you guys only spent £50 million less than Fergie in that time. Spurs fans, again, another thing that I'll dig you guys out for is you talk like you have Burnley's budget and have overachieved. You are a super rich club owned by billionaires. You're not an underdog story. You're not. Like, get that right. Spurs are not. If you're in the top 6, you're not an underdog. You might not be as good as City, but you're not an underdog story. You're not Burnley. You're not Brighton. You're not doing a Leicester. You are a big, big football club. Come on now. Look,
Hey, Terry, I have to chip because I have to drive, but I'll catch you in another stream. Wait, Chelsea fans cooking, man. Don't let him get away with it.
We already cooked.
See you, Milton. I'll see you soon,
You
Milton.
know, I don't
Keynes,
even pay attention to when Tottenham fans are talking. It's just like, yeah, whatever, man.
I didn't expect it. Is someone frying chicken? Tottenham 22. Spurs are irrelevant. Always will be. Pack it up. You're done. He cooked you. Tottenham Hotspur people, the only club in the world to finish above Pep and not win the title. That's a fact I've read somewhere. Yeah, the only team to ever do that and not win a title. Crazy. Poch needs to keep this formation. I think Enzo and Moyes should be the pivot. Do you know what I liked watching today? To go back to the game tactically, there were times where, again, this is what I mean about set positions. 4-2-3-1 when you're in possession, yeah. But when you had the ball, it was often Caicedo that would be a single pivot, and you'd have Enzo that would go up on the left-hand side and Gallagher go up on the right, and it turned into more of a 4-1-2-3, if that makes sense, as an example. And I think that works really, really well. It's about fluidity, Tevin. But yeah, it looked really good, the shape today that Chelsea took up. Terry, I beg you, cook this Spurs bum like Pav. Listen, I let the viewers do it. I like Harry's. Listen, I know he's come on here and calls Rick. It's good. Who's this tosser in Spurs kit?
It's me, Shep.
There we go. Look, I want to thank everyone who's come on the stream today. I want to say congratulations again to Chelsea. Very big and important win for them today with the journey that they are on. We're back tomorrow, straight facts of Lee Gunner in the afternoons. That video is already set up, so go and like it and bookmark it. It's going to be an action-packed and explosive video. Champions League match reaction in the evening tomorrow night as well, with Arsenal and United in action. I ain't looking forward to it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't like our games at the minute. Until next time, though, people, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll